Hello, everybody. It's Dave Neal, stand-up comic, host of the Rush Hour podcast, and we have some Bachelor Nation news to get into this morning. I hope you're having a great Friday out there, and I'm hoping that Rachael, Kirkconnell, and Matt James are doing okay. What a bizarre breakup yesterday. So bizarre, people were speculating that it was a hoax, that it was a prank. It could not be real. Why? Because Matt just did a weird post and Rachael wasn't part of it. And, you know, the source now is coming out and saying Rachael was blindsided, as you see right here. Is that the case? No heads up. The Bachelor's Rachael was blindsided by Matt James' breakup post and feels humiliated and heated split. All right, so that doesn't mean she's blindsided by the breakup, but just by the post. And then another source in the same article says, well, maybe she initiated it, but why would she, especially a day or two after he was praising her on social media? Is there more to the story? Now, as you guys know, the relationship was, or maybe you don't know, the relationship was on rocky terms years ago when they were getting back together. There was a Florida woman. She had a horse farm. Her name was Grace. It was a wild time to be alive, let me tell you something. But listen, I'm not here to say there shouldn't be sides, like are you on his side or her side? Team Rachael. But either way, I don't know the full story. But we have, it's probably been my favorite couple that's been together for as long as they have been. So it's a bizarre feeling to see a couple you don't know and think, wow, I'm sad, So either way, we're going to get into it. And again, all the things you say to each other, when you break up, normally when you have a breakup post, they post it together. It's cohesive. Otherwise, it can get very ugly very fast. Looking at you, Dale and Claire, you know what I mean? Looking at you, Jen and Devin, or whoever the hell, it can really turn sideways. You got to put in if you're a bird, I'm a bird. You got to put in all the, my heart will go on, whatever the hell these kids are saying these days, right? So either way, we're going to get into this right now. I've got this story for you, but also just so you know, this is going to be quite possibly the busiest day of the year for me. This is coming out around 8 a.m. East Coast time. Then at 9 a.m. East Coast time, I'm dropping this video. My conversation with V from Under the Desk News. V is pretty famous in the TikTok world for their coverage of all things in the political world, the culture world, and TikTok was set to be banned this Sunday. So we have all of the updates over there in that conversation. I think we might have saved TikTok, to be quite honest with you. You're welcome out there. You're welcome, Zachary Reality. You can keep on going out there with your nice short form content. We love you, buddy. Miss you, Zach. Either way, so yeah, that conversation will be live in an hour right on this channel. You can go listen to the audio version of the Rush Hour podcast now. And then after that, and this is going to be big, folks. Yeah, that's right. After that, I'm reading the full lawsuit. It's about 100 pages long. I've got 3 hours planned. Clear your schedule. That's 11 a.m. East Coast time, 10 a.m. Central time. I'm going to be reading every inch of this lawsuit between Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds. He's suing them for $400 million, folks. Okay, enough about that. It's wild. Taylor Swift's involved, and she's responded saying it's Darvo. He's actually just suing me because I sued him first. It's a real Hollywood mess. Okay, I don't know who to believe, but we're gonna read it. So if you want to come into the live stream, stick around for that. Okay. Let's get into the Rachael Kirkconnell story. No heads up, and I'm just going to read this. It's from The Sun. And by the way, The Sun is normally hogwash, okay? They've gotten us into a lot of trouble with their Clayton Echard coverage and other coverage. But they were also on top of the Rachael Kirkconnell story, so they might have a source. No heads up. The Bachelor's Rachael Kirkconnell was blindsided by Matt James. The Blindside breakup post and feels humiliated and heated split. Sources close to the couple claim Matt may have cared more about fame and attention than taking the next step in their relationship. Oh, and look at the photo they used. Oh my gosh. They had to find a photo of him in a bolo tie and a denim bucket hat with the glasses on. Oh, you couldn't. And of course, it's the best photo of her. So clearly we know the source is coming from her camp, which is fine. That's totally fine. And by the way, shout out to the Kirkconnells. Nice people. You know why I know that? Because I hear they watch my channel. And if you watch my channel, you must have some pretty good things going on in life is all I'm trying to say. If I'm ever in Georgia, can I come over for dinner? Like, what are we doing? Okay, let's move it along. Rachael was blindsided. The Bachelor star has fans feeling shocked and confused on Thursday after he shared an early morning Instagram post with a bizarre caption that announced his split from his longtime girlfriend. Yeah, I mean, it was not rolled out good. There they were. That's actually a couple of years ago. So let's a lot of photos. Nice. He's got a nice man purse there. The Merce, very good. Just hours after gushing about his relationship and even sharing future plans to propose, Matt, 33, posted a photo with Rachael, 28, on the set of The Bachelor when he was the lead in 2021. To add even more personal sentiment, he even tagged the resort, Nemacolin, in Farmington, Pennsylvania, where the duration of season 25 was filmed due to the pandemic. Yeah, this part's very bizarre. Tagging the resort? What are you getting, a free weekend stay there? The food vlogger's caption is what raised questions with fans. Father God, give Rachael and I strength to mend our broken hearts. Love, Brother Matt, or whatever, I'm assuming. Give us a piece about this decision to end our relationship that transcends worldly understanding. It's like, okay, what are you trying to say there? Shower our friends and family with kindness and love to comfort us and remind us that our joy comes from you, Lord. Fans are, and by the way, I mean, I got no hate on the post, but, when you're in the limelight, as far as social media goes and the Bachelor Nation goes, you got to make sure you don't piss off this audience, which is like 90% women. So they're already on Team Rachael on this one. Trust me. We'll see what comes out. Fans are baffled by the breakup post, and it seems they're not the only ones, as a source close to the couple exclusively told the U.S. Sun that her family is also still trying to piece together what's going on. And I said, hey, okay. Everyone is confused and still trying to get to the bottom of what happened, but first and foremost, they're supporting Rachael and making sure she's okay. They didn't know they were fully broken up. Rachael, this is like Friends. We were on a break. They didn't know they were fully broken up. Rachael is being pretty quiet right now, but I know she was blindsided by Matt's post. She didn't know he was going to do that and definitely wouldn't have approved of it if she did. And she thinks it's just as weird as everyone else does. She's humiliated. That's how the news came out, the insider said. The source went on to say that Rachael is the one who pulled the plug, full stop. And that while Matt knows what he did, ultimately, it is her story to tell. Whoa. What? This feels like that movie, I Know What You Did Last Summer. Like, Matt knows what he did. What did he do, Matt? What did you do? I mean, we're going to speculate, right? Leave a comment. Oh, boy. Just a few hours before Matt's breakup post, he commented under multiple TikTok videos discussing how gorgeous Rachael is, and even talked about what kind of ring he wants to propose with and what food they should have at their wedding. Yeah, here's one of those posts here. Hi, where's the ring on her index finger? I need to know. And then he tagged Rachael. So clearly, I love you guys. That's so sweet you went back with Rach. Nothing is fun experienced alone. I just know the food at your wedding is going to be good. Sushi, cookie station, pizza truck. That is a pretty good option. Rachael, you're so gorgeous. He says, I second this. So, yeah, this was all just randomly hours before the breakup. And even if some crazy thing did come out, why would they post? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, what's going on? So they continue. He also shared videos with Rachael during a couple's trip to London, adding extra layers to the levels of confusion as it appeared the duo were together when he shared the breakup post. Boy, you ever break up on a vacation? That's weird. You're like, I'm breaking up with you, but we'll be seated on the flight back together. Could you give me the armrest at least? However, the source said that the pair are not together as they've been back, and Matt often shares videos after leaving a location for safety and privacy reasons. It seems like he's talking with people for the social media engagement and for the attention. But being essentially a social media couple, Matt has to continue posting all their pre-filmed content. That's his business, that's his livelihood, and the reality is his content without Rachael doesn't do as well with views and engagement, so he is continuing to post as much as he can with what he has. Boom, shakalaka. Of course, Rachael's great. They were fantastic as far as foodies are concerned. You guys remember, this couple was hot. They were being chased by paparazzi when she started dating him again. It was a big deal. Rachael has not yet commented on the split, and Matt has since turned off the Instagram comments to his post. Matt and Rachael met while filming season 25 of The Bachelor in September of 2020. Can you believe it's been almost half a decade since then? Does anyone else not feel old as hell? The season, which, by the way, my hair is holding up 5 years later. Okay. The season, which began to air in January 2021, marked the beginning of the couple's public romance playing out. Although they didn't get engaged in the finale, the couple remained together when the shows after the final rose. Okay, so you get all of the different stuff going on. Let's see. Reacting to the news of the couple split, fans expressed their shock. Rachael and Matt split up. My favorite couple to come out of a reality show. I thought they'd get married and have kids. Not on my bingo card. What the heck happened? Another viewer said, what? I did not expect this one. Kind of thought they were going to elope, a Bachelor Nation member exclaimed. Yep, so I'm on the same page as you. I have no idea what this means. Really, no clue whatsoever. Actually, here's a good representation of the fan base here, needing to talk it out. Because, when a breakup happens, you got to talk it out. So here's Gabby White, with a lot of questions yet answered.
You guys, this Matt James post, I know it's not important, but unfortunately it is important to me. Literally, I won't be able to think about anything else today. I was just talking to my mom on the phone about it, and these are the points that aren't adding up for me. Number one, why would he use a picture from The Bachelor when I feel like their whole relationship, they've tried to distance themselves from that franchise and have had a seemingly normal relationship outside of The Bachelor? Number two, the caption. I know that he's religious, but I'm sorry, the tone of the caption, it was giving ransom, it was giving threat. Number three, they are so media trained. There's no way, in no world would they not post a joint statement before the fact that they were posting in London together 12 hours ago. And now people are like, well, maybe it's a backup.
All right, so there it is. Yeah, they're media trained, and it's weird because he kind of burnt his bridges, and he didn't burn his bridges, but he didn't like the way Bachelor treated him, so he never posts about them. So why would he tag the venue and all of that? Again, not too sure. I'd love to know what you guys think. Stick around. Grab a cold brew, get ready. You know what? I'm ready. I'm ready to read this Blake Lively. I'm just good to go. I'm ready. I went to Home Goods, as you do, and I bought this nice magnifying glass so I could really get into the X's and O's of this case. So if you want to join me, don't let this $10 magnifying glass go to waste. Although I have to tell you, as far as tchotchkes go, when I saw this at Home Goods and I was like, honey, I need to buy this. Normally my wife's like, no, come on. She looked at me and she looked at it and she goes, yeah, you do. You need that giant, because she just knows that, check out my blackheads and all that. Okay. Anyhow, we'll be back with that and so much more all coming up next.